It can be a really hectic world that we live in nowadays. Never enough time, seemingly, in a day to get what you need done. Sometimes you just need to sort of step back and look to see what you're missing. Time that you're missing with your kids. Because far too often do I look at my kids and I say, where's the time gone? Like, I remember when you were just a little toddler running around here, and now, like, you know, my older daughter's 15 and it seems like she's going on to 20.
Happen again?
Yeah, why?
Listen, do you want to go somewhere with me this afternoon?
Sure.
Okay, but one thing we got to agree to is you got to stay off your phone. I'm going to stay off my phone.
It's times like this that you really want to sort of step back and take advantage and spend some quality time with your kids. Well, I think one of the best things to do is to sort of get out into the wilderness, get out where you can't be in contact with the rest of the world, and in a way force yourself, because it's not long before you realize that you're free. You're free to do what you want, you're free to spend time with your kids, you're free to get reacquainted with them, and that's the quality time. That's the time that you'll never ever get back. And so you need to take advantage of that, and you need to take advantage of it now.
A good early morning start tomorrow. We should probably hit the sack. What do you think?
Yep. Let's do it.
Okay. Good night, babe.
Good night.
Love you.
Anyone that's seen a couple episodes of Dirt Tracks familiar with my two daughters. You know, it came down to sort of like pick which one would be really best suited for a trip like this. And as I got to think about it, I got to think about not so much Kaley, but kids Kaley's age and their growing dependence on digital devices and their growing dependence on social media, their inability to turn off.
I really want to go on this trip because obviously it's a digital detox. And I've seen the screen time on my phone. It's not great. I need a couple days away from it.
One of the reasons why I wanted to take the Talon on this trip was due to me being inspired by a campaign that Honda is running titled Life is Better Side by Side. And when you think about the sport of off-road riding, this saying couldn't be more accurate. I also found it to be really motivating. I thought, you know what? If I'm going to be taking off on this trip with Kaley, and it's supposed to be a digital detox weekend, the most fitting side-by-side vehicle to take is definitely going to be the Honda Talon. Honda deserves a lot of recognition for a job exceptionally well done. When you get in the Talon, and we've said this on the show a number of times, as soon as you get in that vehicle, it just feels like quality. The terrain that you have to ride up in Kearney, a lot of it is cool, tight, twisty trails, and you get some cool technical navigation as well. So you really have the best of all worlds. And it just seemed to shine in these conditions. CVT transmissions were awesome, we love them. But I have to give Honda credit where they deserve. And they have done an amazing job with the DCT on this. In automatic mode, when you're in sport, it shifts very, very close to a CVT, and you're really not losing anything.
Compared to a lot of other side-by-sides I've noticed, this one, I really like the little paddle shifters on the side of the steering wheel. They allow you to kind of stay focused on the road, but still like shift.
The Honda Talon has the DCT with the manual shift option in it. A whole new experience to drive in a sport side-by-side. So one of the neat things about the Kearney area is that not only do you have a lot of cool, tight trails that are more geared towards technical navigation, there's awesome fire roads. Drift in and out of the corners in manual mode and shifting with the paddles. It made it far more interactive and way more fun.
Obviously, it's been like on my bucket list to ride here in the summer. To me, I find Kearney a really unique place to visit. I love the scenery, to be quite honest with you. There's an ice cream shop there too.
I know that Kaley was gonna absolutely just really take in this trip and appreciate everything about it. When she gets back home, no doubt, one of the things that she's gonna do is she's gonna start posting about this trip. and she's gonna start posting the pictures, and she's gonna start talking about the experiences. I'm curious about the type of response that some of her friends are gonna have to this story. Very, very common for a lot of things that we do, whether we're out racing or snowmobiling, and she makes mention of this, and some of the comments that her friends make is just like, wow, I would just love to be able to do something like that. But their parents have become detached as well. And I think it's really, really important in today's day and age that everyone sort of reconnects with what really is meaningful in life and make sure that you're giving back to your kids. And this is an awesome way. What do you think, Kales?
Ready.
Pretty sweet, eh?
Yep.
Might just be a lucky day and catch some fish. Okay, about there. Yeah, release that, hold your line. Do you remember a while back when we were with Mom and Natalie and Bruce and Nat? We actually passed by here and we went swimming on the other side of this.
That was fun.
I know it was fun. Getting out like this is the best thing to do. This is really the best way, I think, to spend like a
weekend.
A weekend on stuff, just getting away and not having to worry about everything back in the city. We got out the rods and reels. Kaley took a couple practice casts. Actually, you know what? I gotta say, she's a natural. I don't think necessarily fishing's in her future, but if she ever meets a guy that's into fishing, she's not gonna embarrass herself. So we cast away, had a great time down in the river. I could tell a really, really good fishing tail right now, but they're being sort of video. We don't have the proof to back it up. But so we didn't really catch anything, but we did have a really, really good time down at the fishing hole.
I don't know where I'm going, but I don't want to know. A predictable life is not what I want. Putting one foot down, one step at a time. Let the road turn, that's just fine. People ask all the questions, the blocks you...
I think Honda's idea with living life side by side is really smart, and I think a lot of people should really follow that motto. To get out with your parents, your dad, your aunt, your uncle, whatever, whoever, it can be so much more worth your time. I know that this weekend, I had a lot of fun spending time with my dad, getting away from the city and coming out to a remote area.
Just to blend right in, to avoid big mistakes or to tally your sins, you might get...
The Honda Talon X, it climbed up no problem anywhere we needed to go, and the suspension on the Talon was really good as well, especially with the QS3 shocks that they have. It was a perfect vehicle for this trip, and I know Kaley really enjoyed it as well. What's more important is to get out and make sure that you're fulfilling everything that you need, and that's putting down that damn digital device at times and walking away and knowing that that person that left you a message is going to be there tomorrow. You don't have to reply to that email within the first 30 seconds. It's not a big deal. In the wintertime, we always pass by a really cool lookout, and we stop there all the time. You're limited in terms of how far down this embankment you can go to overlook the scene. And so I said, let's see if we can find that overlook again, and let's just check to see, you know, how different is it in the summertime. Nice.
That is really nice.
7:45. If we were back home, we'd typically be like, we might be at a soccer game, but then we'd be rushing home to get ready for work. Who knows? Maybe we stay an extra day and see where else we can sort of explore. But I mean, this is one of the perfect ways, I think, to spend some time together, don't you?
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think? Is this something you could do pretty much every day?
Yeah, pretty much. It's like the life.
Yeah, it really is. Kaley got to go fishing again. She hasn't been fishing in a number of years. We saw a spectacular sunset. We saw moose. We saw 3 moose on this trip. And Kaley had never seen a moose before. And so, I mean, therein lies just another great opportunity in terms of why you need to sort of get out and explore.
Thanks for watching Dirt Tracks TV. If you liked the video that you just saw, please click the like button as well as comment below. You can subscribe to our page and also ring the bell if you want to be notified of future videos on Dirt Tracks TV.